Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon or good evening to you. Angie here, coming on to do a craft with me video. This video is completely inspired by a fellow YouTuber here that showed up in my feed recently, and it must have meant to be because I clicked on it and watched it and checked her video out, and it was just spectacular. I really loved the make that she did, so I wanted to recreate it and show you guys on my channel. I will put all her information in the description box below if you want to check out her video. And yeah, let's get started. I believe what she called it was a belly band with a hidden writing space. Very, very easy process. Very, very easy make. It's going to go really quickly. I'm going to show you the way she did hers. And then, of course, we all have to tweak our own to make it our own individual piece. And then I'm going to show you what I did to mine just to change it up just a tad. Okay? So it's really, really easy. All you need is one piece of 8.5 by 11 paper. Okay? And I've got 3 here. And if we have time, we'll make 3. I don't know. I just grabbed three random pieces of paper. My thought on this is you want to keep the digital that you're using very plain, very kind of a collage-y type of piece, because you're only going to be decorating a small portion of it, so it's really not, a lot of the page is not going to be seen, so you don't really, I mean, it's up to you, but you don't really need a highly, how'd you say, graphics, a lot of graphics on your page, just kind of just a neutral tone piece, and you'll see what I mean as we go along. Okay, so what you need is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. Okay, and I'm going off of my prototype here, and I'll show you that when we're done. All right, I am going to be bringing in my scoreboard. You don't need it, you can just manually do your folds, but I'm going to use my scoreboard. Now on hers, you just decide which way you want it to go. You know, this is right side up, so I'm going to go this way. Okay. But if the graphics were any other way, you might want to decide what direction you want your page to go in. Okay. So you want it in landscape mode, and you're going to score at 1 inch. Okay. You're just going to do one score at 1 inch, just like that. Okay. Then you're going to come over and you're going to figure out, well, I'm just going to bring the scoreboard back up. I think that'll be easier for explanation purposes. Then you're going to fold that in on your fold, just like that. Okay. Then what you're going to do is you're going to flip it to where the blank side is facing up. Okay. And that's why I said you want your directional, because see, I don't want my writing to be upside down. Okay. Then you're going to bring the right side, or if you want your, well, you're going to bring the right side and you're going to bring it to where the fold is, but you're going to overlap that fold, that first fold, by about 1/4 inch. Just a slight, about 1/4 inch. Okay. And you're going to fold it. Okay, just like that. So that's what we have. Kind of like a little lip right there. Okay. Then you're going to flip it over anyhow you want to do it, and then you're going to fold it in half again back on itself, and have these lines meet up and fold it down, and you're going to end up, that's 3 creases and folds that you do right there, and you're going to give a good crease to each of your folds, get your page nice and flat, and you're going to end up with a piece like this, which is going to end up about roughly about 2 3/4 inches. Okay, 2 3/4 by 8.5. Okay, and basically that's it. That is your belly band. Okay, and then you're going to decorate this portion here and maybe a little bit of this portion here if you want. And that's why I said not a lot of the page is going to be seen. Okay, so then from here what we do is we're going to glue this flap down. Excuse me, as soon as I get my glue unstuck. Okay. So we're going to glue that down like that. Okay. We've got ourselves a little lip right there, okay? And then this piece, that's why I said you want to overlap it about 1/4 of an inch or so, just give or take, just enough to tuck it in. But with the glue, it's not going to go in on the ends, so we need to miter and trim those edges just a little bit. Now you can do it a couple different ways. You can just manually snip, snip. And what she did is she did like a tag shape. She just kind of went, we'll just do it hers, like that, just like that. Okay, just a small amount. Okay, just to be able to tuck that into the flap. Okay, there we go. And that is our belly band, because we would put it down on our page like so. And then we would have put it down at the top and the bottom, glue it down, and you'd have your belly band, okay, right there. Okay, then when you take this flap out, and she just lightly decorated this piece right here with some, I believe it was some crochet trim or something like that. Okay, then when you open it up, ta-da, you've got your writing space. And then you can decorate the inside however you see fit as well. And then to close it back up, of course, this will be attached to your page, and you just tuck it right back in. Okay, now when you get it down on your page at the top and the bottom, you're going to have this little flap here staying up. You know, when you have your journal page, journal book closed, of course it won't, but when you open to that page, it's going to kind of give you a little flap. So what she did is she added some Velcro dots, one at the top and one at the bottom, just to hold that down and keep it closed. Just like that. Isn't that simple? I thought it was just adorable. I thought it was a great idea. So I was totally inspired. So I wanted to do one with you guys. Okay, so that's the, oh, and I just stuck a Velcro dot on there. See if I can get that off. Oh, good. Okay. So that is the construction of your belly band with a hidden writing space. Just like that. Boom. Isn't that cute? Okay, so I'm going to put this aside, and we're going to do a couple together. I have my pieces, and I'm going to show you how I added a little twist to mine, just to make it a little simpler. Okay, we're going to do the same. We're going to do our first fold. Rather than an inch, I came in 1.5 inches. I just like that little bit more room for my lip. So I did 1.5 inches on my first fold. Okay. Give it a good burnish. Okay, again. Now this paper is not really directional. I can flip it any way, which one. Maybe I want it to go this way and do it in this direction. Totally up to you. I'm right-handed, so I'm just going to stick to the original left to right. Okay, so now I've got my first 1.5 inches fold. Now I'm going to come over. I'm not going to butt it right up. I'm going to come over again, about 1/4 of an inch. Okay. Line up your ends, get your paper nice and straight, and give it another fold. Okay. Just like that. Then we're going to flip it over. We're going to line up our ends and give it another fold. Again, there's our construction for our piece. Okay. So now, as far as the decorating, I was thinking we could do a little light stenciling on the inside, because this is where you're going to be writing. So you don't want to have too much in there, but I don't think you really want it stark white either. That might be, depending on where it's going in your journal. Totally up to you. So I have this stencil here that I have yet to use, and since this paper has some pinks and so forth, I'm going to use my pickled raspberry, my newest color that I haven't had a chance to use very much yet. And let me find, oh, okay, it's in there. I've been leaving the little dabber on the inside, and I'm trying to get used to that just so I have one, because I end up with 10 different ones and 3 of each with the same color because I lose track of them. Okay, so now I'm not going to glue this down yet. So you got to keep in mind you don't really have to do anything with that because that's going to get sealed up. Okay, so then you just want to do this portion. So I'm just going to do, let me get some of this out of my way here. Close up my glue. Okay, so I'm just going to do with some little random stenciling here and there. And just kind of lightly. Now, you know, you can decorate it however you see fit, of course. I just, like I said, just a little something, just so it's not just blank completely. And you can definitely use coffee dyed paper for this process. You know, it's already got, some color. Totally up to you. Okay. And I think I'm going to use a little bit of, let's see. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a little bit of vintage photo. Just to hit it real lightly. I'm not even really focusing on where, just kind of random spots. Just something like that. There we go. Just so the colors kind of tie in with what's on the exterior side. Okay, and then let me keep my vintage photo out. From there, I thought I would use a little text. So I have this stamp here. And then again, I'm just going to hit it in some random spots where there's some blank spaces. Just like that. Okay, just add a little interest to the inside, and it's still very pencil or pen ready. You can write your journaling notes, and it's soft enough to where it won't interfere. Okay, now we're ready to go ahead and glue this side down. So go ahead and do that, and just put a bead of glue at the top and the bottom. And there we go. Okay. Now we need to do our little cuts for, and I just kind of want them the same, so I'm just going to open my page back up, and without creasing it, I'm just going to bring corner to corner and just do a quick little cut. Where's my scissors? Just like that. Okay. Now at this point you can ink around the edges, do whatever you want, and that should fit right inside. And see how it's not really fitting in real neatly? I just need to slant my corners a little bit more. See, I went this way when I should have went down that way. I had my paper angled wrong. So I need to, see, I should have flipped it this way. But that's okay. We can still work with that. Okay, let's see if we're going to get somewhere now. There we go. Now it just fits right in, just like that. Okay, then it folds back on itself, and there we have our piece. Okay, now she used, as I said, Velcro dots. So we'll go ahead and do that, but I'm not going to use a whole one. What I did was I just used half. Because I didn't want a whole lot of bulk and a whole lot of things taken up in the corner, so I just used a half a piece, just like that. Put it down, one at the top, one at the bottom. And then get the other side, do the same. Okay, close it up, get it straight. Give it a good press. And with the Velcro, as you can see, it still keeps it pretty flat. These are very thin. I don't know what the size, and I know they have different sized Velcros, but these are some small ones. Just I think I picked them up at the Dollar Tree. Okay. And I don't want to pull too hard until that glue has time to really adhere. And there we go. Okay. So then we just have to do some light and decorating. And what I thought is I brought in a few pieces here. Wasn't sure what I wanted to do. Now this is where my little tweaking comes in, okay? So this is your belly band. It goes down on your page like such, okay? It will be glued at the top and glued at the bottom. At this instance here, you can instantly tell that it's a belly band, but you don't really know what to do from there, okay? Which end comes out, where it opens, how it opens. So what I decided to do was add a little tab. Okay, and I brought just a few random tabs to use for this purpose. And I just need to decide which one I like. And I'll have some pinks, soft pastels. I think I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so then I just found the middle of the flap that we opened, and I just put a little tick mark, so that's 8.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right about there. We could just eyeball it, but totally up to you. Okay, and I put a tab there. Now you're going to close your tab up, seal it up closed. And you'll see why in just a moment. Okay. And then you want to put this back in just to get your positioning right. And we're going to glue that. Oops, sorry, I put the mark on the wrong edge. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So right there is my middle. Okay, and I'm going to put my tab. Now you can very easily, we're going to line this up right there. And we're going to put that tab right there, and we're going to glue it down. But I don't like that rounded edge. I'm going to straighten that up just a little. I think that would look better. I like the colors, but not particularly the shape. So I'm going to give myself a straight edge, and I'm going to glue this. That's better. Yeah, I like that better. Just like that. And now when I glue it, I'm not going to glue the tab portion. I'm just going to glue this half. And we're going to put a good amount of glue, make sure it sticks down really well, because this is the portion that you're going to use to open your secret writing space. Okay, let me find my middle right about there. And we're going to line it up right with the edge. It doesn't have to be exact. Okay, kind of give yourself a little, raise that maybe a little. Okay, then when we slide it in, just like that, see, there we go. Now we have something to know this flap opens and it pulls it out so nicely. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Okay, now we got to just do some light decorating on this portion, and I do like the fact to bring in some type of decoration because we're dealing with just one thickness of copy-weight paper and it's very thin. So if you're gonna be opening and closing that, it's better to put an extra layer of something on here just to strengthen that. Okay, so for that, I thought I would do, since it's nice and feminine, I thought I'd bring in a piece of lace. And I like the fact that the scallops kind of hang over a little bit right there. So we're gonna do that. And maybe we can do some small pearls or something. That would look nice, wouldn't it? So look really pretty in a, you know, a shabby chic type journal. Okay, let's see. Let me see what pearls I have. You know, put a little label, put yourself a little something on there. I just grabbed that just because I have butterflies close at hand. Let me see. I think a row of pearls would look really pretty on there. I'm going to do that. Okay, a couple left. Let's stick to my finger. Okay, let's trim that up. And there we go. Isn't that cute? Pretty, pretty belly band. Okay. And then once it's down on your page, you know to open it here and then raise your Velcro pieces here. Okay. And you open it up and you've got yourself your hidden writing space. Isn't that pretty? I love that idea. Okay, now to take it a step further, with these Velcro pieces on the corners of the left side, it also provides as, we've got a, just use the scrap paper, we've got our belly band, okay, but with that closed, we've also got ourselves a little pocket on this side, okay, to hold something else, you know, because we've got that gusset there, okay. So we've not only got a belly band, but we've got like a hidden pocket as well. And then we've got our hidden writing space. Kind of awkward right now just because I don't have it down on a paper, but I think that is so, so cute. So easy, so simple, just like that. Isn't that nice? I love it. Let's do one more, okay? Again, I like my, this isn't really directional. I think we could go either way. I'll do my 1.5 inch score on this side. Okay, again, overlap it by about 1/4 inch, line up your edges, get everything nice and straight, fold and crease. Oops. I'm going to flip it over on its back and fold it again. Just like that. Okay, I just did it this way. I wanted a little bit of the writing to show. So this will be our tuck, and this will be our flap that we open up. So now we need to do our tab. So let me bring in these pieces, and I just grabbed some little random bits that I had laying around. Thought maybe that the color palette, they would go together. Okay. Now, as I said, I do like to reinforce the tuck spot just because it's only 1 paper thickness. So I had a piece of coffee dyed paper, a strip, and it should be about the right size. And I'm just going to mat that down just like that. But before I do, I think I will bring in just a little something to it. So we're going to use the stencil again. And then we'll put this down on the flap, just like that. Okay. Down we go. Okay, now we can close our flap. Give that a moment to catch. Okay, then we have to cut our corners. So again, I'm just not going to crease it, but I'm going to match my corners and line them up. And gotta remember which way they're going to go. Let's see, I'm going to cut it on this side. Okay. And I'm just going to do a little small miter cut like that. Just enough so it will slide in like so. There we go. Okay, so there's our piece. So let's see what we can do. I grabbed a couple tabs. Let's see which one I want to go with. It's kind of too neutral. I think I'll go with this one. Bring in a little ink. And again, I'm going to cut that down just a little bit. Okay. Figure out where we want it. Again, close up the tab. Glue it closed, seal it up. Okay, and then when we put it down on our piece, we're only going to glue this portion of it, not the tab portion. Okay. Here's the middle, right about there. We're going to just line that up right with the edge. Okay. This would also even look good rather than gluing. Do a stitch all the way around. That would look really good as well. For those of you that like to do stitching on your pieces, I think that would look really nice and complement this also. Okay, so there we go. We've got our tab to pull that open. So let's see if we can do some light decorating here. This is just a scallop circle I had, some scraps from a collage piece. And I'm thinking just something as easy. And I grabbed some green labels because there was some green in here. I didn't know if that would go. A little red label. So just a little variety of something. I think I like the idea of okay. And let's see what else we've got. Got a stamp here. Let's bring in some more of this pretty pickled raspberry. Tuck that back there. Okay. Then we need to do our Velcro. Again, I'm just going to use half. Get it off your fingers is the tricky part. Use my poke tool, maybe that'll help a little bit. Boy, these are really, really sticky. Oh, I know what it is. I've got two of the same sides. That's why it's not sticking. I need this piece. Okay, cut this one down. There we go. And there we go. And I'm not going to worry about decorating the inside of this one with you guys. You guys get the idea. Very easy. You can decorate it however you see fit, or leave it blank, however you choose to do it. But I think that this is adorable. I think it's such a fun, easy craft. We all love doing the belly bands. We all need the belly bands. We all incorporate the belly bands in our journals. Okay, so here's this one. We got it. This is the only thing I did differently is I added the little tab pull right there. Okay, and then when you open it and you release your Velcro corners, okay, and like I said, it will be a lot easier once you have it secured down on your journal page. Okay, you pull that flap open and there you go. You've got yourself a great writing space. Okay, then you just close it back up, boom, and tuck it back in. Just like that. Isn't that cute? All right, so there's the two we made together. Okay, and here's the one I made prior to doing the video with you guys. Now this one, if you remember, let me get some things out of the way here. If you remember me saying that this little gusset here, this fold here, serves as an additional pocket. So on this one, I just made a matching journal card, okay, to tuck right in there, okay? And then we've still got, once we put it down, then we'll still have our belly band right there. And you glue it down just like such. Okay? As a matter of fact, I don't think I have a journal. No, I don't. Right now, let me see. I'm trying to fill up my Weeds and Wishes journal here, but I don't think that will fit on any of the pages. Let me just take a look. See if we can put it somewhere. That would look nice right there. And that, I have a video on my faux stamps. If you haven't seen that video. Let's see what colors I've got going here. I've already got a belly band there. Let's look in this signature. Not really where. That looks nice right there. Let's put it right there. We'll put one down. Okay, let's go ahead and put that right there. Okay, and then you're just going to glue top and the bottom. And of course, as I said, as long as your paper is not directional, you know, you pretty much probably want to open it outward to the page. But if you wanted to, you could put it this way and open it this direction. Totally up to you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put that down right there on that page. I think that looks really nice against that burgundy. Okay, and there we go. We've got our belly band, just like that. Isn't that adorable? Okay, guys. Well, that is my make with you guys today. It is a belly band with a hidden writing space. Okay, here's the other two. All right, here's the one, and I made a matching journal card to tuck in this one, but that's totally optional if you choose to do so. Okay, here's one without, with just the tuck spot. And it goes right back in like such. Okay, I will leave all the information down in the description box below if you want to check out Julie's video on this process. The only changes, I just added the little tab, and I really like that. Okay, so thank you so much. Thank you, Julie, for the inspiration. I had so much fun making this. I hope you guys did too. Until the next video, take care and God bless. Bye-bye.